Do you sometimes walk into your closet and feel cluttered and overwhelmed? I know I do.
Yes, I do as well. And it's kind of annoying, you know, in the morning when you go to pick out 4 different outfits and you lay them out and you're still not sure and you don't really feel good about it.
Yeah, well, our first guest today is a fashion stylist for some of the biggest television personalities on VH1, CNN, Fuse, ABC Networks, and CT Style.
Pilar Steinborn of Norwalk, Connecticut is in studio. And Pilar, you're a huge stylist for some of the biggest networks and personalities, but you don't just style for them, correct?
Correct. Yes, I have a lot of moms and male who are either going into a new job position, a career, post-pregnancy, lots of different transitions in their lifestyle. So that's where I'll come in and we'll get a hold of their closet and start to build it up from their personality.
Okay.
Do you throw a lot of stuff out? Is that part of decluttering?
We purge a lot. I like to call them closet cleanses.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they're sessions, you know, not just consultations. So we really can get involved with one another, and I like to keep the open lines of trust, communication, and then it kind of rolls into like a good therapy session.
Oh, so then they're laying on the couch talking to you, and you're going through their clothes, and then it...
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So how do you get started? How do you reorganize and declutter?
A few simple steps and kind of just breaking it down. Start on the season of which you're in.
Okay.
It will be less overwhelming than having to forethink, you know, what am I going to do next season? Do I get rid of it now? Start today. So we're talking about the winter. We still have several, you know, a few months left. And basically what we want to do is clean out what's no longer being used. Start to focus on the condition of the garment. Start to focus on the tailoring, if it fits you, if it's worth the dollar to actually get it altered, or it might just be one of those things that you want to pass on. Donate, friend, family member, somebody who could use it, because believe me, our junk is other people's treasure.
So Pilar, let me just ask you, if you haven't worn something in how many months you just toss it?
I don't believe in that rule. I don't think that's necessarily it. And I'd like to err on the side of trend less. It's really got to be for your personality. So whether it's in style or not, or in season or not, really focus on who you are as a person.
Okay.
You know, you want to take your functions, your personality. Another good way to kind of hone in on that when someone's like, well, I really don't know where to begin. Think of someone you admire. I call them your muse. Find someone who, you don't need to look like them per se, but you have an aesthetic that you aspire to be like them. And that usually helps us hone in on how we want to lay out, what we want to look like, and project ourselves.
All right, and then once you pick out what clothes you're going to keep and what ones you're going to donate, what do you do from there?
Okay, so we're going to make piles. There's going to be the donate pile, the tailoring pile, and the pile that you're going to keep. So what I like to do is, using these hangers, they're very thin, and they're very affordable, so you can buy them in packages. Basically, hang all the stuff you're keeping. Lay it out on the bed, hang it up where you can visually see it, and then put that aside. Then you're going to take all the stuff that you want to keep for another season, but you're going to deal with it in a few months. So 2 different options here. You can have something, if you visually need to see it and you have the space for storage, the clear bins are great. One of my favorite things is get your label machine maker out and tag it with the person's name in the household. And this is accessible then throughout the year. So if you're going on vacation mid-season for resort, you can access it to pull things out.
That makes sense.
And this is your son's, right?
Oh yeah, this is one of my twins, and that's my son's right there. So it's nice and color. I can see everything.
If you were going on vacation, you'd be able to pull it out easily, right?
Exactly. And then the other hand, we have people who are in either a smaller space or just don't have the storage and say, well, you know what, out of sight, out of mind. I just want to put it away. These are great. Again, another affordable resource are the space savers. And just with a vacuum, it will look like this. And again, get that label machine maker out and we can tag that with the person's name.
All right, and then also we have a little bit of video. You actually raided my bedroom and kind of went through my stuff.
Oh, I want to see this.
There it is. So
what are you doing here? Going through the shirts, right?
We had taken a lot of all the great pieces that he already owned, and we were mixing and matching them with all the different ties and shirt colors and pocket squares to make it fresh, unique, and his own personality.
All right, well, for more information, we can visit you at pilarsteinborn.com, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right, so make sure you guys check her out, and also